Hello Guardians, it is Ebontis. It is June 24th. Zur has arrived. He is in the tower up here in the corner of the hangar. So let's see what he's got. First thing we've got is the Merciless fusion rifle. Conserve momentum is the perk. Non-lethal hits with projectiles make this weapon charge faster until its wielder gets a kill. So this used to be a really good weapon for DPS. It's not really doing a whole bunch now because we have so many different fusion rifle alternatives. If you don't own this weapon, this is an exotic I hope at some point gets an update, gets a catalyst that really makes it worthwhile. Because at some point I feel like it has to, because it's just one of those things. Apparently it even does have a catalyst and it's still not worth it. So it's just one of those that needs an update, but if you don't own it, buy it because maybe someday it'll be good. For the hunters, we have the Gwisin vest. Each spectral blade kill that you make before going into stealth will restore more of your super energy. So if you like void spectral blades as your super, this is a pretty good way to go. It is high in resilience. Now, if you masterwork this one, you would get 9 in mobility, or you would get up to 11 in mobility. It is the 67 total stat roll, but it is high in resilience. Now, resilience is not nothing due to the damage reduction you could get. So if some point you like running spectral blades in like PvE, this could be theoretically really good, but it's low in discipline, not that high in recovery, and not that high in mobility for a hunter. This is one of those times a really high stat roll is not distributed that well, especially for the class. So if you've never had it, you can experiment with it, but I think there are definitely better stat rolls, I think, especially for a hunter. For the Titans, we have Citan Ramparts. If you haven't seen these, I'd be surprised. You and your allies can shoot through your towering barricade, which has reduced health and duration. So your barricade lasts longer, but you can shoot through it. If you ever play Trials, you'll probably see this without a doubt. It does have 14 resilience, which is not awful. Some discipline. Intellect's probably a little wasted on this one. 59 total stat rolls, so not great in the first place. But if you want to buy this just to have the functionality for those moments until you get a better one, and you've got a lot of shards, sure, go ahead. But again, a 59 stat roll, not really worth buying unless you've just never had it and want to try the thing out. For the Warlocks, you've got I Have Another World. Highlights priority targets, which that really doesn't matter so much, but it does improve the restoration speed of your grenade, melee, and rift abilities. It's a little bit of a benefit to airborne effectiveness as well. As for the regeneration speed, it's not much. Not much at all. And while it is 12 in recovery, the 21 in mobility personally feels kind of wasted. At this point, you're going to get a little in mobility so your jumps are better, but resilience at this point is probably going to do you a bit more of a benefit. Really high strength, not bad depending on your build, and some discipline. It isn't nothing in recovery, so at least have 12 in that one, and it's a 65, but just the high mobility makes this a little less desirable for me. Maybe for your build it's good, but again, the regeneration isn't really that worth it. There's probably better options you can go for as well. For Hawkmoon, I think you've got a decent option. You've got smooth grips for stability and handling. You've got range, stability, and handling slightly increased here. It's not going to be like max range, but you do have moving target, which for a PvP player could be one of the best things that you actually could be looking for. So if you're looking for a Hawkmoon, I think this one's actually pretty decent. Drop your opinion below in the comments. I'll be curious what everybody thinks about these two exotics. Hawkmoon, I think is decent, but again, let me know in the comments below if I'm just way off base. So for Dead Man's Tale, you've got kind of a PvE role. You've got 4 times the charm, which is going to be a good thing. You've got light mag, which is reload speed and a little bit of range. You've got even more range from full bore, which is basically maxed out. So if you can control this thing, you're going to lose some stability and handling, and even more handling here, but you're going to get some stability and recoil back here. So probably not like perfect if you're probably going for like smooth bore, if that's an option here. There's probably better. But light mag, generally some reload speed and range, 4 times the charm to extend it. It's a PvE decent roll, but I think there could be better. Again, let me know in the comments what you guys think about these two exotics. For your legendary weapons, I actually have a couple that I do want to shout out. You've got a Gnawing Hunger with Zen Moment and Rampage. If you don't have a Void Auto Rifle, you can do better, but not much better. You've got Flared Magwell for a bit more stability and reload speed. You've got Polygonal Rifling for stability and stability, plus Zen Moment. So you're going to kind of have a Laser Beam with Rampage, PvE or PvP. This thing could be very good, so do not miss this Gnawing Hunger, especially if you're lacking in the Void Auto Rifle department. For your Arc submachine guns, Arc 3.0 is coming, so you might want to get ready. We've got 4 times the charm. You've got Vorpal, again, Flared Magwell, Hammerforged, and you got this weird accuracy masterwork thing going on we keep seeing in Zur every couple of weeks. So if nothing else, you might want to pick it up because this might be a very rare masterwork if this is like a bug. So this could be good next season, and this is probably rather rare. Killing Wind 1 for All, probably not too specifically great in any place. You've got full auto, Rampage, Assault Mag with smooth bore, reload speed. Might be a decent PvE shotgun, probably not amazing though. Auto-loading and multi-kill clip on a sniper rifle, not really too much synergy. I will say this right now, there are times that I recommend to all of you guys, if you're looking for a weapon for range, and you are looking for like say an Arc heavy weapon, Arc 3.0 is coming. Do not miss this. because you've got range or ionized battery for capacity. You've got charge time. You've got box breathing if you want that big shot that hits, field prep for bonus reserves. Buy this linear fusion rifle, stick it in your vault. Every so often, you want an arc weapon that's heavy, and you want something that's going to hit hard from range. Can't ask for much better than a linear fusion rifle. Right now, they hit hard and they hit well. Please, if you don't have a great tarantula or you don't have an arc linear fusion rifle at all, make sure you buy this, save it in your vault, lock it down. I promise you. There's many times I want to mention this. I might start using this in some of my guides because Xur is selling it. Buy this, please. Finally, we've got stars and shit. Did you guys just see that? Okay. This is weird. Stars and Shadow had 2 perks. Now, okay, now you guys are seeing this, right? So we've got Pulse Monitor. We've got Grave Robber. It could just be just Grave Robber. Maybe Pulse Monitor. Maybe both, maybe none. Maybe this thing is just constantly fluctuating perks all the time and we live in a paradox. I don't know. You know, you've got Flared Magwell, which is fine. You've got stability, range. Pulse Monitor for a pulse rifle, the range you're going for is probably not the best, so I don't think this is amazing. Man, this gun is messing with you, though, and you're literally staring at the perks change in the middle of a recording. That will mess with your mind a little bit. So let me know if you guys see any weird stuff on, like, Stars and Shadow, like switching perks around, because that was a little trippy. For the legendary armor, we'll start with Titan, because that's what I'm on. You got a 62, but absolute 2 in resilience. Right now, I'm sorry, but resilience is way too much benefit both for Titans and that damage reduction. Gotta have some resilience in there. The recovery's good, discipline's solid. Intellect is less important for me generally lately, but no resilience on a Titan piece of armor, can't really do it. Now 64 though, with high resilience, decent recovery, discipline, strength, this is like a must-buy piece. You're not wasting too much on mobility, but a little bit to help you move. Intellect, you know, your super is gonna get there eventually, killing things does more. This is kind of a must-buy piece. You masterwork this thing 1814, 1814. In those stats, kind of amazing. Please, buy this piece for a Titan. 59, even with the decent spikes with resilience, discipline, and strength, it is still only a 59. And a 60 could be better. Titan for the Titan chest piece, very good. Okay, Warlocks, you kind of striking out here. You get all the way down to a 55, ouch. You do have a 63 with recovery, some intellect, discipline, strength, some mobility, not much in resilience. I would personally move the mobility down to resilience for a PvE situation. If you prefer the mobility, fine. This is okay, not like writing home about, but decent. Hunters, again, have a weird situation. You got a 55 pass, 64. You've got low recovery, which, depending on your build, resilience actually can give you some decent damage mitigation. Depends on your build. Are you building into recovery or resilience? That's kind of up to you guys. 64 with decent mobility and strength, pretty decent for a hunter. Then we get down to 59 again. That's not really helping too much. And then you get back to 63, really low in mobility. I think that actually hurts a hunter, so I wouldn't really go after this one. But really high recovery, again, if that's what you're building into. 2 mobility for a hunter, though, probably not, but that's just, again, my personal opinion. If you guys have any thoughts about anything I've shown here that, you know, you want to shout out, maybe I didn't give enough love, drop that in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like on this thing, because that always helps out as well. If you want to find me on Twitter or Twitch, it is Ebontis over there. If you want to find me more right here on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button and the alert bell. So that'll help my videos make it to you in the future. If you guys are YouTube members or Patreon subs, thank you for the extra support. Have a good one and enjoy our trippy Stars and Shadow, hopefully changing perks things. Have a good one, guys. I'll see you soon.